Coffee and Convo, y'all. Let's get it. Yo, shout out to everybody here in the building, man. Welcome to the latest installments of Coffee and Convo. I am your host, Graphk Raider, man. Salute to the chat. As always, I appreciate you guys. You could be anywhere in the world, but you chose to be right here with me in this very moment. Salute, salute, salute. Make sure you wipe them feet on the way in. You already know what time it is, and hit that subscribe button, man. I appreciate you. We are over 21K now. We are on our way to 22K, and it's all because of you guys, man. Salute, salute, salute. We did do a breaking news show last night, you guys, in the middle of the night. I literally woke up out of my sleep talking about Josh McDaniels being fired, about David Ziegler, our GM, being fired. Now I wake up to Mick Lombardi, our offensive coordinator, being fired. That was a guy that we talked about potentially taking over the offense. Scott Turner was another name that we talked about that could potentially take over the offense, our present pass game coordinator at the moment. But no, they gave the keys to Bo Hardegree. We're going to talk about that here shortly. He will be running the offense. Antonio Pierce will be having the headset. He is our interim head coach moving forward. Once again, also, we kind of touched on Jimmy G being benched. Finally, it is finally Aidan O'Connell's season, you guys. He is quarterback one at this moment. Our young pup out of Purdue, QB1. It's a good day to be a Raider, man. Salute to Chuck. Salute to Swin. Salute to Joe Nation. Hard Dog. All my people in the building. I appreciate you guys. Salute to my guy, Ant, man, with the first super today. Got my coffee. Ready to talk. Let's go. What's good, Raider Nation? Salute to my dog, Ant, on a $2 donation, man. I appreciate you. Happy birthday, Chance Worthy. My dog, man, a perfect way to set off your birthday weekend, man. Alex, I appreciate you, man. Loco, what's good with you? Congrats on the interview, Graphk. Yes, I just finished a really dope interview with the New York Post. It will be airing tomorrow out there in New York, and it will be online as well. I'll make sure to share it with everybody once it comes out. Really, really cool. Quick interview, but a salute to New York Post and my boy Brandon over there, man. Salute, salute, salute. Salute to Old School. Champs do a to-do list. Cut Jimmy and Hoyer and roll with the kids. AOC Garbers. Well, Garbers, is he still in the practice squad, Old School? I could have swore we let him go. I got to look back into that. Elevate all drafted players from the practice squad. Cut the dead weight. Bold indefinitely. David Long Jr. was so thin at the cornerback position. I would keep him at this moment, but I hear you, etc. Great day in the silver and black history, man. Salute to my dog, Old School, man. And salute to the 500 people in the building. I don't know why Hammer is calling me right now when he knows I am live. Yo, I'm live, bro. I'm going to call you back. Salute to little bro. Let me see. Ayo, forward to the promised land, Trap God. That is Factory Outlet. I'm excited to see what this dude can do moving forward, man. Brendan Katz, salute to little bro. Have you looked in the AP coaching pedigree? Not a huge fan of what he's been up to, but curious to see how he handles the rest of the season. Yeah, man. I mean, he was a high school coach, I believe, at Long Beach Poly. Defensive coordinator over at Arizona State. He actually helped Herm Edwards a lot over there. I think he was also the assistant head coach, Brendan, over there at Arizona State. So he has some credentials. He doesn't have any head coaching credentials, but I'll tell you this. This is such like a Rich Bisaccia type move, and I kind of touched on that last night. You know, a guy that is a rah-rah guy that the players are going to fight for. And I'm telling you now, Brandon, knowing Antonio Pierce, and he's facing his former team Sunday, the New York Giants. I'm excited. I think these guys are going to come out guns blazing. This offense will put up over 20 points for the first time this season, and they're going to fight hard for Antonio Pierce. I'm telling you now, I am calling it. The O is going to wake up against this lowly New York Giants team. They got Daniel Jones coming back, but from injury. But I'm to be honest with you, if we can keep him in the pocket, which I think Max is going to have a field day on Sunday, and I have a really good feeling about that rotational duo of Malcolm Kuntz and Tyree Wilson on the other edge this coming Sunday, man. It's going to be a great game. I'm really, really hyped about this one, man. I think the Raiders come out guns blazing, man, and we finally unlock that potential on the offensive side of the ball with Aidan O'Connell calling under center. Salute the low man. We can actually do mock drafts that make sense. Salute to my dog, man. And that's kind of what I touched on with the New York Post as well. They were kind of asking me how I felt about, David Ziegler also being let go. And it was like, look, this past draft class, we have not even gotten an opportunity to see what they can do. They haven't even scratched the surface yet. In the first year, it was kind of like a wash of the hands because of Devontae Adams with that first and second round pick going out. But none of those other guys outside of Dylan Parham and potentially Mumford have done anything for us. Britton Brown, IR, gone for the season. Zeus, nothing. Malcolm, Matthew Butler, practice squad. Neil Farrell, not even here anymore. You know what I mean? Like, look, man, I'm just excited that we moved on. I want to see what Champ Kelly can do. And I said this on the show last night, you guys, and I'm going to repeat myself. It is what it is. I wish that Champ Kelly would have gotten the job right before the trade deadline, so he could have kind of showed Mark Davis what he can do. I know he's been that assistant GM coming over from the Chicago Bears, but I wish he had the opportunity to be able to try and make a few moves before the deadline to kind of show his value, because now he has to wait until April for the draft. And at that point, he may not even be our GM. He's just the intern. So it kind of sucks. I wish he would have had an opportunity to kind of show his value. But it is what it is. I'm just excited to see Ziegler and Josh Gahn and Mick Lombardi. To be honest with you, I was not excited about him calling the plays at all. So it is what it is, man. Salute to Space as well. Did Mick say he didn't execute as he left the door? Look, he was a yes man, Space, and I think that Mark Davis knew that, and I think the players probably expressed their feelings about that as well. He is a guy that just holds the clipboard. He was getting a check for nothing. This guy was not calling any plays. That was Josh McDaniels' system. And at the end of the day, if you keep Mick Lombardi around, he's probably going to call it the way Josh McDaniels called it. You know what I'm saying? So I get why Mick was let go out the building. It makes all the sense in the world. I'm just actually shocked that Bo Hardegree was a guy that got the opportunity to take over the offense. And a lot of people are saying he's a Patriot and so on and so forth. You guys, look, man, he was only there for 1 year in 2021. He was an offensive assistant. He's been all over the place. You know what I'm saying? Like he was a quality control coach for the Denver Broncos in the mid 2000s, Chicago Bears offensive assistant in 2015, the Dolphins. I think he was a quarterbacks coach from 2016 to 2018, Jets offensive assistant 2019 to 2020. And then, like I said, he was only with the Patriots for 1 year in 2021. And he's been our quarterbacks coach ever since last season. So this isn't a situation where he is the guy that's coming in as, oh my God, it's still the Patriot way. No, he had 1 season in New England. It's not the same. It is not the same. I'm just shocked that they actually gave the keys to Bo Hardegree, though, to be honest with you. Dan, I would not be shocked, to be honest. Maybe they give him another opportunity because of how he had the offensive line looking last year. It has regressed, and maybe it is because of Josh McDaniels being there. Just his presence alone, has this offense just not fighting for him. I don't know. I think they give Carmen Brasilla the rest of the season, and then they'll reevaluate the offensive line, going into the offseason. Salute to Percy. So finally happy this guy is gone. Our offense can only go up. Wish Mark had did this 3 weeks ago, silver and black guys. And I said the same thing. I wish he would have did this before the Chicago weekend, because we could have had another victory under our belts and potentially could have took Detroit out. You know what I mean? But it is what it is. Hey, man, it's very, very tough to pull the trigger in the middle of the season, getting ready to your GM and head coach. I'm excited that Mark Davis did it. It is what it is. It needed to be done. I don't care when it was. We're 3-5. We're still very much in the thick of things. I just want to see some of these young guys get some chances to develop. My expectations, you know what I mean? Like they're low right now. I don't really have too many expectations. I just want to see the young guys get an opportunity. I want to see moving forward, Trey Tucker get more reps. I want to see Chris Smith get off the inactive list and finally get some real reps. I want to see Amari Burney out there more often, just like we did this past week. You know what I mean? I want to see Nesta Jade finally get off the inactive list and finally place him in the middle of that defensive line and see what he can do. I want to see these young guys get their opportunity, just like they're doing with Aidan O'Connell. You know what I mean? So that's how I'm evaluating these guys moving forward. I know Antonio Pierce is probably playing for a job now. I know Champ Kelly is probably GMing for a job now. But at the end of the day, don't overthink this. Let the young guys play. You have Aidan O'Connell as the quarterback. He is the best quarterback option on this roster at this point over Jimmy G and Brian Hoyer. Let the young guys go and let's see what we got. Salute to Percy, man. Let me see. Salute to all my guys in the building. Ty Davis, bro, I was on the fence and ready to stop watching the games. We all were for the season, especially when no moves were made at the deadline. Then boom, I was sucked back in. Goodbye, Mick Jackoff. Let's go. See you soon. Salute to my boy Ty. I'll see you this weekend. And Ty, to be honest with you, man, I like the way that Mark Davis did this because I've been saying, you guys, that a lot, that Mark Davis isn't that hands-on guy. He's not that football operations guy. He's going to let his coaches coach, let his GMs GM, and he's going to stay out the way. For him to come in and intervene, and apparently Ian Rappaport put it out there that Mark Davis took some of his superstar guys out, Devontae Adams for dinner, Max Crosby, Josh Jacobs, these guys, those, you know, higher upper echelon talents, and said, what do we need to do? And they expressed their concerns about the culture of this team and expressed their concerns about, you know, Josh McDaniels and the GM and all that. So I love that Mark actually did his due diligence. He didn't just go out and just fire these guys. He actually went and talked to his players, talked to his superstars, let them get their voices be heard before pulling the trigger. So salute to Mark Davis, the way he handled this situation. As I said, I wish he would have did it a few weeks earlier because I feel like we maybe could have got 1 or 2 more wins under our belt. But it is what it is. We still have a lot of talent on this roster. We still have a lot of winnable games moving forward. The Giants winnable, Jets winnable, the Vikings winnable. There's the Broncos again, the Chargers again. There's some winnable games moving forward. Maybe we can make some noise. But like I said, my expectations are pretty low. I'm excited to see what Antonio Pierce can unlock with these guys. They're going to fight for Antonio Pierce. I repeat, you guys, they are going to fight for one of their own. He is a former NFL player, a great one at that. They are going to fight for this guy. And I got to say this. Salute to Charles Woodson, the GOAT. Salute to Tim Brown, the GOAT. Apparently also their voices were being heard behind the scenes. Mark loves to lean on his alumni, as he should. He has a lot of greats. You know what I mean, as alumni. He leaned on them a little bit, got their opinion. That's what it was reported today, I believe, by Ian Rappaport as well, or somebody else. I could be wrong. Don't quote me on who the source was. But apparently he leaned on his alumni like he usually does, and they voiced their opinions too about what was going on. And I just love it, man, that these guys have gotten a chance to get their voices be heard. Max being able to be heard, Josh Jacobs being able to be heard. And apparently, you guys, the Baltimore Ravens reached out to the Raiders and about Josh Jacobs' services, and they went ghost. The Raiders went ghost. And now we know why, okay? And to be honest with you, I was ready to move on from Josh Jacobs and Hunter Renfrow. Apparently, the Saints were this close to making a deal for Hunter Renfrow to reunite him with Derek Carr. But to be honest, moving forward now with the new coaching staff, I am very, very satisfied with still having Josh Jacobs and Hunter Renfrow under contract with the Raiders. And maybe we do get something done with Josh Jacobs moving forward. You want to keep your superstars in the building. I know I'm kind of singing a different tune, but this was me saying if Josh McDaniels was the guy moving forward, if Zeke was the guy moving forward, because I just felt like it was broken. The relationship was broken at that point. There's no reason to bring these guys back. Move on. If these guys are going to be the guys, let them go out and get who they want. But now moving forward with these guys gone, it's a very, very good day to be a Raider, knowing that Hunter Renfrow is still in the building and Josh Jacobs is still in the building. That's why we went hush. Apparently, Jacina Anderson posted that one team, which I know it was the Baltimore Ravens, were reaching out, to see about one of our playmakers, which was Josh Jacobs. They need a running back. And we went ghost. So Mark Davis did the right thing by not allowing these guys to make any moves before the deadline, before he canned these guys. Salute to Mark Davis once again. Salute to Joe, my dog. If Antonio Pierce turns this season around, long shot, and succeeds, I hope we actually keep him around and maybe even give him a shot at the job. You don't got to be a guru. You just have to be a leader. This is facts. And Joe, this is the thing. He's a linebacker guy. He's a defensive guy. Graham is there. The system is there. They're already playing really well on the defensive side of the ball. Well, a lot better than previous seasons. I can say that, right? The thing is, you want a rah-rah guy. You know what I mean? My thing with Rich Bisaccia was he didn't have a system. You know what I'm saying? And, but this is the thing. If they do keep Antonio Pierce around and he goes and gets a great offensive mind to call the offense and he keeps Graham around, then we can build on that. You know what I mean? But I just want to see moving forward what Antonio Pierce, like I said, I'm going to slow down. This is a week-by-week trial basis right here with Antonio Pierce. I just want to see what he can do. But like I said, he is a rah-rah guy. He's a rah-rah guy. You're going to hear me say that a lot. He's a player guy. And these guys are going to fight for him. This very much is like a Rich Bisaccia type move. But the one thing about Antonio Pierce is he's not just a special teams guy. He's not that. He's a defensive guy. He's a defensive-minded guy. And that defense is going to continue to thrive, and want to play well for Antonio Pierce moving forward. Salute to my guy, Joe, man. Appreciate you, brother. Let me see. Salute to you guys, man. Welcome to the latest installment of Coffee and Convo. I appreciate you guys so much for being here. Salute to .com. We got over 1,000 people in the building. Yo, I am stoked, King. I feel so relieved that we got the clowns out of here. I know seeing DA and the other players frustrated was the straw. Also, the fans' voice was finally heard. All love, brother. Salute to .com. Facts. And I've always said this. Mark Davis listens to everything. He sees everything. He monitors everything. He knows what's going on with this organization, inside, out, YouTube, whatever. Everything Raider related, Mark Davis keeps an eye on, and he has other people that keeps their eyes out as well, unless in case Mark can't see everything. And he knows what it is, man. He's seen the frustration and the outpour from the fan base. He's seen his pockets probably getting hit. You know what I mean? Raider image probably wasn't selling the way it was hitting before. You know what I'm saying? Like he felt it. He felt it, man. But I'm just happy, man, that he made the right decision. And apparently, .com, they were a duo. And he canned both of them. I'm here for it. Salute to my brother .com. Salute to Tano on a $50 donation. Salute to my people. I appreciate you, brother. Hope next head coach is offensive minded. Probably will be, but does not call offensive or defensive plays. They should not have as much decision-making power as Gruden and should not have more than a 4-year contract, not from the Belichick coaching tree. I love that, Tano. And I found this article, you guys, today from ABC, where there is some interesting names moving forward. The likes of Brian Flores, a defensive-minded guy, defensive coordinator from the Vikings, Dan Quinn, defensive coordinator who does have head coaching experience with the Falcons in Atlanta, actually led those guys to the Super Bowl in that frustrating L that they took against the New England Patriots. Vero, the Panthers defensive coordinator, is a guy, an option we can look at. Brian Callahan, the offensive coordinator out there with the Cincinnati Bengals. He usually has that offense firing on all cylinders. Ben Johnson, my number one choice, the Lions OC, a young guy. He's only 37, but there will be a lot of people looking for his services in the offseason. So we have to make an offer that he can't refuse because there's going to be a lot of teams out there fighting for the services of Ben Johnson. Frank Smith, also offensive coordinator from the Dolphins. That offense is insane. Look, Mike McDaniel's tree, offensive-minded guy. He has Tua firing on all cylinders. That offense is just devastating over there. And then Jim Harbaugh, a guy right now that is dealing with a lot of flack, at Michigan right now with the whole, Spygate situation and so on and so forth. Those are some options. Salute to CBS. A lot of those guys I had on my list as well, but I'm definitely looking at the Miami OC, definitely looking at Ben Johnson, the OC in Detroit, and Jim Harbaugh may be an option also moving forward. Salute to my guy Tano, but I'm all for allowing Antonio Pierce to go out there and trying to win this head coach position. I'm a head coach spot. I'm cool with that. I'm definitely cool with that. I want to see what these guys do because we have the talent. Tano, we have the talent. These guys will fight. We will see a different team moving forward. The only question mark I have is what Bo Hardegree is going to look like calling the plays. I think it's going to be a little more vanilla. I think that he's going to kind of try and play to these guys' strengths. It's not going to be 1 step, 2 step, 3 step, 4 step, Josh McDaniels-esque. I think he's just going to allow his playmakers to go out there and make plays. And I'm excited to see what that looks like moving forward. Salute to you on a $50 donation, my brother. Salute to John, as always, my dog. Let's not forget the Giants just traded Leonard Williams away. 21 combined tackles, 8 assists, and a sack and a half, and the Giants are 2-6. Perfect scenario. This is the perfect weekend, John, to get our shit together. Factory outlet. And I wouldn't be shocked to see Renfro come out and have a coming out party against the Giants. That would be hilarious. And I believe Darren Waller's been limited in practice all week long. That's definitely something to keep an eye on as well moving forward. Salute to old school. Any visor wearing motherfuckers need not apply as our new head coach. I want to coach with some swag. Salute to old school. No more visors. We got to hashtag that. No more visors. Factory. I see Andrew. Mike McDaniels is funny. Or you mean Josh McDaniels, probably. I don't think he's a good head coach. You need to be someone who can lead men with firmness and strength. This is factory, my brother. Salute to Andrew. Let me see, man. Shout out to everybody here in the building, you guys. Hit that sub button, man. We are on our way to 22,000 subscribers. Salute to you guys, man. I appreciate you guys so much. Salute to Pace, my dog. We are almost 1,200 deep in the building. Halloween Massacre. Re-energized, baby. I love that McDaniels consulted the team captains. Me too. I actually trust to make this decision. Woodson tweeted Monday, make it stop, laugh out loud. And like I said before, he watches everything that Charles Woodson does. He watches everything that Tim Brown does. He leans heavily on these guys. Mark Davis is the biggest advocate in the NFL for his former players, his alumni. He's always there for all of them. So it's not shocking that you see Wood, go out there and tweet all this stuff. You see Tim Brown go out there and tweet all this stuff. I guarantee you there's some calls and some talks behind the scenes about how we should go about this. Because Mark, like I said before, he's more of the hands-off approach. He is not Al Davis. He still has that bloodline in him. Look, he went and cleaned house mid-season. I love it. That's very Al Davis-esque. But he still kind of went about it a different way. Spoke to Devontae, spoke to Max Crosby, spoke to the guys he needed to speak to in order to get this done. So once again, salute to Mark Davis. Salute to my brother Pace too. Salute to John. Josh McDaniels offense, 31st in total yards, last in run, 22nd in passing yards, 30th points per game, 30th on third down. We can only go up from here. Protect the rook. Let's cook. That was a bar right there. Salute to my dog, John. I appreciate you, my brother. As always, keep talking that shit, King. Salute to Gio, man. Josh McDaniels knew at the presser when he said he texted Zeke, we're not trading anyone, right? With a smirk on his face. Paying Josh McDaniels to stay away is money well spent. Facts, Gio. And I touched on that last night on the breaking news show about that exchange with him and Zeke talking about, oh, we're not getting rid of any of our players, right? The writing was on the wall. At that point. Salute to my dog, Oilfield, man. If you guys want to become a member of the channel, hit the link. It's pinned up top. Hit the join button. One of the best ways to support what we do over here at OakLosVegas Network. Salute to my dog, Oilfield. Salute to Pablo. Antonio Pierce is from Compton. He ain't fucking around. Talk that talk. And also a former football player, former Super Bowl champion, former Pro Bowl guy. I'm excited to see what he's going to do with the headset on the sideline. Salute to my boy Pablo. Salute to Leo, man. Tim Brown made his voice felt. His tweet about turning off his TV did magic. Facts, Leo. And if you get a chance to, if you haven't got an opportunity to check out Tim Brown's last tweet that I read last night on the show, go back and read that. It was astounding, man. Timmy with the greatest words in the world. Salute to Tim Brown, man. Salute to my guy Steve. As always, put your GM hat on. What do you need to see from the head coach, DC, OC to keep them? God bless you and your family. I'll start right here, Steve. I need this offense to put up over 20 points, like on a constant basis. This is a $105 million offense. Got to put up more than 20 points. To be honest with you, Steve, we are very blessed to be 3-5 the way we've been playing football all season long. That lets you know how much talent we have on this roster and how much Josh McDaniels was just holding them back. I'm telling you now, we are so blessed to be 3-5 the way we've been playing football all season long. This is more about Josh McDaniels holding the talent hostage than this talent not going out there and performing. Yes, it goes both ways. The players have to go out there and work the system, and they have to execute. But this just shows you at 3-5 how bad of a coach Josh McDaniels is. Me personally, Bo Hardegree is just going to be a guy that's going to be a temporary guy. I don't think he's going to be a guy that's going to get the interim label off of him and end up being the guy moving forward. I think this is just a situation where hold the offense down this year. I think we're going to be looking at some different guys moving forward. The DC position, I think Patrick Graham has that. I'm cool with the way he's called the defense this year. He's gotten better, and I want to keep him around, keep that continuity on the defensive side of the ball. And at the head coach position, man, I'm taking it week by week, trial basis. I'm going to give Antonio Pierce every week a chance to try and win this job. But I'm going to be honest, as history shows, it's not really that good of a chance that he's going to win that head coaching position moving forward. You know what I'm saying? So, but I hope he does, because you know why? Because that means if he did, that means that he went out there and this team performed and they got a lot of wins and they did what they were supposed to do. This is still on paper a very, very good football team with all the talent that we have, from Max to Devontae. There's a lot of talent. Josh Jacobs, all across the board, there's a lot of talent. I just wish this would have happened a few days earlier so we could attack the trade deadline a little different. You know what I'm saying? But it is what it is. Salute to you, Steve. God bless you as well, brother. Salute to my guy, AJ. Docs, it was a great feeling waking up this morning and finding out it just wasn't a dream. I'm glad we finally get to move on and move forward this season. Still 9 games left. Anything can happen. Raiders. Facts. You know what's funny? AJ, this is the first time, brother, that I'm actually excited about seeing this team play some good teams. I'm excited now. I'm pumped up about the Miami game. I'm pumped up about the Kansas City game. I want to see what these guys look like, under fire against some of the best teams in the league. Before, I'm like, this is going to be a blowout. Now I'm actually excited to see what this team looks like against some of the top talent in the league. I really am. I'm hyped, man. .com, I'll definitely bang your line when I get out to New York, brother. Let me see. I'm not going to watch you know what? Is the presser on? Is it? I don't see a presser. Let me see. Oh, yeah. Okay. I'll bring it up when it pops up. Let me see. Is Bo H going to be OC for now? Yes. Yes. Bo Hardegree is going to be the guy moving forward. Yes, yes. Salute to the chat, man. I appreciate you guys as always. Let me see. I missed a few. My apologies, you guys. The chat is going crazy. I think Tom will pick the next head coach. I wouldn't be shocked. I know that Mark Davis is definitely going to lean on him as well. And I'm going to be real with you. I wouldn't be shocked if he sat down with Tom Brady and talked to him about Zeke and Josh McDaniels. There's been a lot of instances where Tom Brady has screamed and shouted at Josh McDaniels on the sideline. I wouldn't be shocked if he got some opinions from the GOAT also. But I definitely believe that Tom will definitely have his hand in that. Salute to my brother, J. David Davis, man. Appreciate you on becoming a member. My dog. Appreciate you. If you guys want to become a member, hit the link. It's pinned up top. Pastor Raider, my brother. Scary season, but the nation is riding this out. Salute to my dog. Salute to Kara. I knew the firing was near when Mark was caught on camera saying we got to score. Wink, wink. He's seen enough, Kara. He's seen enough. Salute to my dog, Jeff, as well. Salute to you, King. Also, once the presser comes on, you guys, I'll definitely put it on. Yes, Werewolf, I have talked to Wasted. He will be live tonight. He's at work right now, but he will be live. Salute to Silver and Black Nation 24 on the $10 donation. If that report is true that Davis took his stars out for dinner, then congrats for actually taking in their concerns. Hopefully this new juice can turn it around. There's still time. Let's now protect our house in LV. And you're going to see a different fan base out there this Sunday. I'm telling you, we're going to be out there in full force, man. The Raider fan base is going to be out there excited and ready to go, rejuvenated. I'm excited to see what that building is going to look like come Sunday. So, Delvey, Docs, they weren't just fired. Mark shanked them in the parking lot on Halloween night. Let's fucking go. Content. Salute to my big bro, LV Maximus, man. You guys, we are waiting for the presser here. For those who are just coming into the building, it looks as though Aidan O'Connell will be the guy moving forward. It looks as though he will be the starting quarterback. Ian Rappaport tweeted it. I believe Adam Schefter did too. Don't quote me on that. But it looks as though the young kid, the young pup, is going to be the guy moving forward at QB1. Jimmy G has officially been benched. Bo is going to be our guy, the offensive coordinator moving forward, at least for this season. He got the interim label on him. So we're going to see what that offense looks like with him calling the shots come Sunday. And once again, we talked about Antonio Pierce being the former linebackers coach, now being the interim head coach moving forward. My first game of the Legion should be interesting this Sunday. Have a good time, GA. Have some fun, my brother. Real talk. All right, let me get to some of these comments down here at the bottom. Mitch on a 24-hour show. Yeah, more power to him, bro. I'm not doing that. Ain't no way in hell, bro. Ain't no way. I got too much shit going on. Salute to Mitch. Let me see. Salute, salute, salute. No more you know. Facts. Is Tyree Wilson healthy? Yeah, Bob. From what I know. He was out there this past week, past Monday. Let me see. Yeah. Think about that, Graham. Interim coach after 1 year speaks volumes. Facts. Rob. Hey, man, dog over there trying to get his baggery, man. Hey, it is what it is. Shout out to IE in the building. Yeah, Omni. Raider greats have been advertising him this whole time, and it amounts to nothing but failure. It's time to look outside the Raiders box. And I've been saying that for years. Stop hiring in-house guys. Stop hiring former Raiders. If we do move on from Antonio Pierce, we do move on from Bo in the offseason, I want to look outside the building. Even with Champ Kelly, if we move on from him, don't bring in former Raiders. Go out and get the guys that are proven commodities in the NFL that can get it done. Champ Kelly was highly sought out from a lot of other franchises to be their GM, and he stuck with the Raiders to be the assistant guy. I think he should have every opportunity in the world to win that job, to be our new general manager moving forward. I do believe he should be the guy afforded the luxury to take on that. But moving forward with the OC, the head coach, we got to think outside the box. We do, man. And the only guy that I think that would be a guy that they would look at as a former Raider, Raiders quarterback coach would be Jim Harbaugh. That is definitely a guy that I can see, Mark Davis definitely taking a look at in the offseason if he is available, from Michigan. Salute to my dog, Joe, man. What's the moves for pregame at home? I'll be there for the Queefs game. There's so many parties, Joe. Blackout party, Oos Nation party, Black Hole party. That's Tropicana. I think Cafe New Orleans. They're all over the place. And J-Lot, just go hit the J-Lot, man. It's all over. The experience is epic. You don't want to miss it. Be out there. Oos Nation, Blackout, Black Hole, all those parties be lit. And the J-Lot. Salute to my guy, Pastor Raider, man. I feel like I can't have any realistic expectations. I genuinely don't know. With that being said, what should we expect? I don't have any expectations, Pastor Raider. I'm just excited that we got rid of the dead weight. That's it. Simple and plain. You had to move on. It's kind of like how I felt in the offseason. We moved on from our former quarterback. It was just the time to move on. You know what I mean? Like, that's just how I feel. Like, so the expectations aren't really all the way up here. They're not probably even here. To be honest, the expectations are low. This is a guy, you guys, that's never had any head coaching experience coming in to take over this team. And yes, he's going to have some help. Patrick Graham, he will lean on him. He will lean on guys like Carmen Brasillo and Bo to help him out. But even Bo, this is his first time calling an offense at the NFL level. You know what I mean? So my expectations are very low. Very low, but I'm just excited that we cut dead weight and moving forward. I think these players are going to play their hearts out for the guys that took over. Let me see. Graham Camp says that linebacker room went from most concerning to the strongest. Imagine what he can do for this team as far as the effort, at least. And there you have it, bro. Graham Camp with a haymaker. Factory. He's had Divine Diablo outside of the ankle injury. Luke Masterson, Robert Spillane out there looking really, really good. And apparently, you guys, I don't know if this is true. People were hitting me up saying that Robert Spillane hit like on a post that Josh McDaniels got fired. So I don't know if Spillane, if that's true, but everybody was hitting me up this morning saying that he did. So he's not the first player to do that. Marcus Peters was hitting a like on shit to fire him a few weeks prior. You know what I mean? So the writing was really on the wall. Some of these guys really, truly wanted him out. And it sounds like the leaders were the guys that wanted him out. But there was conflicting reports because even I heard from players, what I'm saying? And I'm not saying I heard from them specifically, but I heard from guys in the building that said that some of the players, they had no problem with Josh McDaniels. So there's so much conflicting shit, man. I don't even know what the hell to believe anymore. Real talk. I mean, to be real too, you can hear it from the horse's mouth. We're all human beings, you guys. You can go look at Devontae Adams and have a conversation with him today, and he might feel like, keep Josh McDaniels. Keep him around. I want to see what he can do. And then the next day is fire him. He's a human being just like everybody else. I don't know whose word to take anymore moving forward, man. All I'm going to say is this. I'm just happy he's gone. I'm happy he's gone. Let me see. You'll see the difference in AOC at QB right away. This is facts. Facts. And I'm actually kind of sitting back with my T trying to figure out what's the move with Garoppolo. You know what I mean? Because those were his guys that brought him in. Those are the guys that signed him to that 3-year deal. Those are the guys that kept calling his number when he was healthy. I know he's sitting back on, like, he's getting his money regardless, but I know he's sitting on the sideline like, oh my God, this is another Niners situation. And this is still very early, you guys. We can still see Jimmy G back at quarterback. I'm not acting as though Aidan's going to come in and torch the earth and be that guy moving forward. Maybe they do look back at Jimmy G, and God forbid Aidan gets hurt, they will look at him. But it's going to be interesting watching, that situation develop moving forward. Salute the rage, my dog. Waking up seeing McClown fired is like Christmas. Facts, bro. I woke up midnight with a bunch of texts and a bunch of stuff in my phone. I was like, you know what? I got to pop out and do a live real quick. And salute to everybody that was in that last night. That live got like 30,000 views last night. That's insane. That's unheard of for a live. It's because of you guys, man. Salute to all my people that popped in to support last night. Salute to my brother John once again. Bro, any words on players' health? Is Jakob in concussion protocol? Diablo, how's our injury report right now? Any updates? Well, today is the day that you'll start seeing a little more news pop out on the injury report. I have not heard anything specifically, John, but you'll hear more about that today and tomorrow. Thursday, you kind of get more of a better idea where we are in terms of the players' health. But we'll see a little more. Maybe even in this presser, we'll hear a little bit, some updates on some of our guys that are beat up. But probably today, I'll say probably tomorrow, though, realistically, we'll kind of get a better idea where we are in terms of Jakob and Diablo with that ankle injury. Salute to my guy, John, man. Let me see. Salute to Larry as well on the $5 donation. JT the Brick said the true story about Hunter is going to come out in the next few weeks. I can't wait. And there you have it. There you have it. And JT the Brick, I'm actually going to reach out to JT and get him on the show. I've had him on the show before. I want to get him back on once again and get his opinion on this whole situation. I'm definitely going to reach out to him today. But that'd be interesting. I've seen that. That'll be very interesting to see what comes out in terms of why that relationship went sour between Hunter Renfrow and Josh McDaniels. Salute to my guy, Larry, man. Salute to Jose as well on a $10 donation. I'm glad we don't have to see the stupid visor and the dumbass sweatshirt with the sleeves rolled up and white long sleeve. I didn't understand that. It got under my skin, Jose. This is facts, bro. I couldn't watch another Josh McDaniels presser at all. That shit was just depressing. The pressure. That's what we're going to call it. Depression. The pressure. That's what it is. Depression mixed with the presser. The pressure. I couldn't do it anymore. Just going right now to the Raiders YouTube and seeing all the past videos in front of me with Josh McDaniels, it disgusted me. They put just a bad taste in my mouth. I'm excited, Jose. We have our Raiders back, you guys. We have our team back. And I'm not saying that as though we're going to go out there and win a ton of games, but I feel like we have our identity back. We have our identity back. You know what I mean? Getting rid of this guy, going out and getting rid of all the New England guys, most of them at least. I'm here for it. I'm here for it. Basically what happened was, the old saying, you chop the head off, the body will drop. Well, Dave Ziegler and Josh McDaniels are the head of that operation. So we shall see if Graham can stand up without those guys around. We'll see if Carmen Brasillo can figure this shit out with those guys not attached to the franchise anymore. Right now, we cut the head off. You know what I mean? Let's see if the body's going to drop. Hopefully, these guys stand up and keep it moving. We shall see. Back to the Raider way. Screw the Patriots way. Facts, James. Facts. Salute to my guy, man. Let me see. He said, yo, Docs, we kept trying to get Mitch to read comments about him using certain things to stay awake last night. Worked a couple times. It was funny as fuck. He's a good sport, man. Salute to my brother Mitch over there at the Raiders Report. I know he's more I know he's over there, Hype Williams right now, 24-hour live. You know what I mean? He said he was going to do it if Josh got fired, and he's standing on his word, man. Salute to him. Let me see. Yeah, Lassane, the thing is, man, I didn't want to do that because at the end of the day, you still have to give guys proper time to figure it out. A season and a half is more, more realistic than just a few games into the season. I feel you. I understand where you're coming from, but I wasn't on the fire Josh McDaniels train that early. I was ready to give him 2 seasons. But then this season, the way he looked, I'm ready to go. I'm ready to move on. Last year, yes, it was terrible. But also, most times it is when you have a first-year head coach trying to figure it out and trying to put the pieces to the puzzle that works for what he does. You know what I mean? So I hear you, bro. I hear you, but I think this was the right time to do it. Right time to pull the trigger. Right before we lose Devontae Adams, before we lose the likes of Josh Jacobs and Hunter Renfrow. It literally happened seconds before that. Could you guys imagine if Ziegler took that call from the Baltimore Ravens for a 2nd or 3rd round pick and Josh Jacobs was gone yesterday? Hunter Renfrow goes to New Orleans to reunite with Derek Carr, and then the next day they're fired? Could you imagine losing 2 of our Pro Bowl guys literally hours before we fired these guys? I think it was just right on target. But, I'm just excited, let's say, moving forward about seeing these young guys develop. I want to see Mayer more involved now. I want to see Tyree Wilson, continue to develop. I want to see Trey Tucker season. It is time to get him more involved. And it's going to be interesting, you guys, to watch Jacoby Myers moving forward. It's going to be interesting because that was Josh McDaniels' guy. He leaned on him a lot. And now I want to see where his reps are. I want to see how many targets he gets moving forward because he was a major part of that offense that Josh McDaniels called. So I'm going to be keeping an eye on Jacoby Myers. A great pickup for us in the offseason, but I want to see what the offense is going to look like now with Josh McDaniels not calling the plays, because he definitely leaned on Jacoby a lot. And I would love to keep Jacoby Myers around. We signed him to a nice little deal. Hopefully he sticks around. But now maybe they get Hunter Renfrow involved. Maybe they find a way to get Tucker, more reps, because he's just he could take it to the crib at any moment. I'm hoping moving forward they find a way to get these guys more involved. Let me see. Salute to Jacqueline. They tried to do a hostile takeover, but Raider Nation is too strong. I was done with them last year, ready for a new beginning. We love y'all. Salute to you, sis. Day one, Jacqueline. Appreciate you for being here. As always, thank you on a $5 donation. I hear you. DeMarcus says, Graphk, to play devil's advocate, half the nation wanted Renfrow and JJ gone before all of this, regardless, though. And this is facts. Shit. I mean, I don't think I've ever said I wanted to move on from Hunter Renfrow, but I definitely spoke about Josh Jacobs, because of the running back market and where it is. So I'm not going to act as though I was a guy that was always team keep Josh Jacobs around, because I wasn't. But now with a different regime, they may say, you know what, we want to keep Josh Jacobs around, make him a Raider for life. Maybe they do. I'm not in the business, me personally, to be paying massive amounts of money to running backs. That's just who I am. I don't want to do it. And I see where the market is. And what the market dictates, you have to go along with that. And I just don't want to overpay Josh Jacobs. Gruden probably would have given him $100 million. Real talk. And then we would have been in the hole. Him and Mayock probably would have given him $100 million because that was a first-round pick of theirs. And then we would have been stuck. You know what I'm saying? So we shall see. It's going to be interesting to see how we approach Josh Jacobs going into the offseason. It's definitely going to be interesting. But Hunter Renfrow is still under contract, you guys. He's not going anywhere. Nobody wants that contract. So he'll still be around. Salute to my dog, Jose. Hope we keep Pat Graham next season. He stepped up and made this defense better. Get him more players next year and draft him the best possible players on the defense. Facts, brother. Salute to you on a $10 donation. And I'm hoping now, like I said before, that some of these rookies get some looks. I want to see what Nesta Jade has. I want to see what Chris Smith has. You know what I mean? Jacorian's been getting some reps, definitely. But I want to see what some of these other guys have moving forward. It is a young man's league. Yeah, Dan, and that's unforgivable, man. Zeus in the 4th round. It hasn't panned out. I still like Sincere McCormick a lot. He's on our practice squad. Hopefully at some point we'll see him get some real reps. He's a bowling ball, a guy that can get it done in the running and passing game. But we shall see, man. I think that we draft a running back in next year's draft. And I'm not saying like early, but mid-round guy, because there's going to be a lot of running backs coming out in this upcoming draft as well. Just draft one. I love Josh, but I can't see how you can pay him a massive amount of money, especially with the down season that he's having this year. You know what I mean? Would I love to keep Josh around? Definitely, but it has to make sense. And, that's a position that you can approach in the draft and pay and don't have to pay these guys a shit ton of money. Wu-Tang says, Poach, the Dolphins coach. I think he's happy where he is, brother. He has a solid foundation out there defensively and on the offensive side of the ball. I don't think he's going to leave Tua, Waddle and Reek like that. He has everything at his disposal that he needs to make that offense work. I don't think he's going to leave it all. Yeah, Ray, we absolutely fired Mick Lombardi as well. Let me see. Real time facts, my brother. He said, watch Greg Van Roten become an all-pro now. You know what's funny, man? PFF had him graded hella high. I realized, you guys, I was never a PFF guy anyway. Never went by, their standard. I always was like, whatever. Like I do the eye test more than breaking down the shit, how they break it down. But they said that he had like one of the highest graded guards, offensive linemen this past week. He still didn't pass the eye test to me. I'm sorry. Greg Van Roten, I would have sent his ass packing with him too. Real shit. Al says, Antonio Pierce helped steal New England's undefeated season. Now he takes McDaniel's career. Kiss the ring, bitch, on the way out. I love that, Al. I love that, brother. Salute to Chris as well. Happy holidays. Great ass present. Salute to my dog, Chris. Salute, my brother. Salute, salute, salute. Once again, you guys, my interview with New York Post, I see somebody asking about it. It will be dropping tomorrow. It will be dropping tomorrow. Salute to my dog, let's say on a $20 donation. I'm officially off my strike and can now go back to attending Raider games. I'm probably going to make my way out there too. I'll be in New York this week. I'm thinking about going out there next week for the Jets game and putting something together. Really thinking about it. I may reach out to my people out there in Vegas, get me a flight together and get shit popping. Salute to the same, man, my guy. Salute to Omar as well on a $5 donation. If DC would have stayed, the blame would have been on him. We did him a favor. Now that we let him go, now I'm excited to look at the draft. And this is the perfect draft. I said this a million times, you guys. There's so many options in this upcoming draft. And I'm just excited that these guys are not going to be making the decision on the quarterback. The good thing is now we're going to get a real look at Aidan O'Connell. And wouldn't that be funny, you guys? Wouldn't that be hilarious? Wouldn't that be hilarious if these guys found us? They found us, our quarterback of the future. What if Aidan O'Connell goes out there and balls the rest of this year? I want to ask you guys this in the comment section. Let me know real quick. How would you guys feel if these guys identified our quarterback moving forward and they both got canned? If Aidan O'Connell just breaks out and becomes a star in the NFL, how would you guys feel? It's like one last parting gift. Like thank you, but fuck you. Is that how we're looking at it? Like, thank you, but fuck you. Thank you, but fuck you. Is that how we're looking at it? That would be hilarious because these guys did do some things. And like I said, I have to give them a little bit of credit. It took nuts to move on from Derek Carr. People know how this fan base felt about Derek Carr. It took nuts to trade for Devontae Adams, give up a first and second, and then trade Derek Carr. Get rid of Derek Carr after, promising Devontae to have that package deal. It's kind of crazy, man. They've done some things, but they haven't done enough. Thank you. Fuck you. Salute to JT, man, my dog. Imagine McDon clearing out his closet of visors. Comedy. Yeah, she's okay. Yeah. Let me see. My apologies, you guys. I have a mobile mechanic outside my house right now that is fixing my car. Toyota, brand new car, beautiful. I had to walk my kids to school a mile away at 6 a.m. in 30-degree weather because my car wouldn't start. So I got a mechanic. So if you guys keep hearing the door open up, in and out, it's because I have a guy outside working on my car. Salute to my guy, Adam. Write it down. Take a picture. I don't give a fuck. But Antonio Pierce was once a Raiders fan from LA. So I said he went 6 games minimum, but I still don't think it's enough to keep his job. Next. I'm not mad at that. I'm not mad at that, Adam. To be honest with you, I want him to succeed because that means we won some games. But also, moving forward, you want that young-minded, that young guy that knows how the game operates today. And I don't know if Adam is that guy. I mean, Adam, if Antonio Pierce is that guy, Adam, I just don't know. I don't know. We shall see. I'm gonna give him every chance in the world to get it right. But going into the offseason, I'm excited because there is a slew of options to come in and take over that head coach position. I'm telling you now, Graham, I understand why you're saying AP is here to stay. I understand. Your cousin is a former linebacker that, learned under Antonio Pierce, then ended up being an undrafted, a guy that Antonio Pierce brought into the Raiders. You know what I'm saying? Salute to him. I hope at one point he comes back to be a Raider. But I don't know. I'm not going to give him, I'm not going to reign him the head coach just yet because there's going to be a shit ton of options, better options at that in the offseason. So we shall see. We shall see. If only Antonio Pierce is the guy, that it's just that gets his players to rally around. I'd be cool bringing him back as a head coach as long as you go get a great offensive mind to be offensive coordinator. Cool. I'm cool with that. You know what I meant, Graham. My bad, bro. My bad. I didn't mean former. You know what I'm saying? I didn't mean former. He corrected me like a motherfucker. Quick, fast, and in a hurry. Salute the young bull. Why does New England coaches not work in New England? It never works. Young bull. Once they part ways from Bill Belichick, once they separate themselves from Daddy Bill, it just never works out. It never works out. So me personally, but I don't know. I don't know. Arkansas, it was a Raiders-Giants matchup preview. That's what it was about. Let me see. Salute to everybody. We are here waiting for the presser, you guys. For those who have no idea, Antonio Pierce and Champ Kelly both will be approaching the podium to talk about their new respective gigs. Antonio Pierce and Champ Kelly will be the guys, and it's coming on in 30 minutes. 30 minutes. So we'll see if we're still around for that. I thought it was earlier than that, but it looks like it'd be 32 minutes. Knowing the Raiders, it'll probably be an hour and a half. That emblem is probably going to circle around for until about 10 p.m. tonight. Salute to Mark Davis on a $2 donation, man. Shout out to you, man, for pulling the trigger, bro. Proud of you. Proud of you, man. Proud of you, man. Let me see. Spider Mac, I definitely agree with you. Definitely agree with you, brother. Mark Davis said money's tight. Yo, man, it's cool. You gotta pay Josh McDaniels off, King. It's all good. It's all good. It's all good. I don't know why YouTube has been so laggy lately, man. This shit is tweaking. Let me see. Mike Luffy, my dog. What's good, King? Let me see. Yeah, G-Ware, that's facts, though. Without Tom Brady, none of those guys work. Facts. If Pierce earns it, give him the gig. However, I hope Mark doesn't try to overcompensate for the Bisaccia mistake. Well, what do you mean now? Do you think that letting go of Rich Bisaccia was a mistake? Because I don't. I don't at all. I don't. I think he's a glorified special teams guy. And I think he went to Green Bay and got the exact job that he deserved. I think we would have been worse with Rich Bisaccia unless, he went out and got one of the greatest offensive minds to be the offensive coordinator and went out and got a great defensive mind as a defensive coordinator. Right. OakLosVegas.com, brother. OakLosVegas.com. They are available. Go get your coffee and convo mugs, man. Have some coffee with me, man. Steve, appreciate you, brother. It's the red joint. It's the Pro Bowl joint. Appreciate you, King. Appreciate you, brother. Yes. Bo H is the new OC. He said they pay hoes off all the time in Las Vegas. That is one of the haymakers of the day from David Phillips. Salute. Whores make money. And they get paid on a daily basis to walk away. You are right, King. You are right. You are right. Nightly basis. They get paid to yum, 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 and walk. Salute to David Phillips with a haymaker. Salute to JT. A 10-piece just to say Hunter woke up to birds singing and his coffee tasting a little better. Salute to Hunter Renfro, man. Salute to Hunter Renfro. I know he's like, hey, I'm here to stay, baby. Hunter didn't want to leave. He didn't want to leave. And now with JT the Brick saying that the real story will come out soon about why he wanted to leave, we'll see. But it looks like he's here to stay. Looks like he's here to stay. Let me see. Shout out to Don Foley, my dog. I'm not doing a prediction. I'm not doing it. Not doing it. I think Antonio Pierce announcement is about to go down, Docs. Todd, what do you mean, brother? Salute the young bull. Ben Johnson is head coach, and Wade Phillips. You said bring out the old school guy. I'm going to be real with you. I always loved Wade Phillips' defenses. That old school 3-4 defense. He always had great defense. Always. Denver, Dallas. He was always a great defensive mind. But I think he's retired, young bull. And I think that Wade Phillips has a podcast now and all kind of different shit. I don't think he's coming back to the league. He's too old, bro. He's too old. I don't think he'd be able to stand up on the sideline for a full game. Salute to Richard. Let me see. Salute to Omni again. Salute to everybody in the building, Lando. Make sure you guys hit that subscribe button if you're not subscribed yet, man. You already know what time it is. We're over here waiting for Antonio Pierce and Champ Kelly, our new GM and our new head coach. We are waiting for them to hit the podium to hear them talk about their new gigs. Get your comments in, you guys. Also, like I said before, wipe them feet, meaning hit them thumbs up. Those help a lot. They definitely help us stay in the algorithm. They definitely help us keep our live streams and our other short videos be seen a lot more. Make sure you hit that thumb up. It really helps a lot. You know what I mean? And hit that sub button also. I couldn't sleep all night. Stayed up watching all YouTube videos. Salute to Spider Mac. And I think we're a few away from 2,200, man. Salute to everybody here in the building. Y'all are the GOATs. Let me see. Also, OakLosVegas.com. Go get your drip. PlanetRaiders.com for everything Raider related. And WoodsonWhiskey.com. Go get you some goat whiskey. Let me see. Yeah, Ali, you definitely were. You definitely were in favor of keeping Josh McDaniels around. I am Punchy, definitely. I've definitely ran into Awkwards a few times. He's from Stockton. You know, I'm from Sac. I've seen him at a few battle rap events. Definitely been around him. Actually, I did a show in Stockton one time, and I came through and kicked it. Good dude. Raider Reap, please, football gods, no more old school coaches. Thank you, Reap. No more. No more. Young-minded guys that know the game as we know it today. Real shit. Salute to Cheese Man. No more replicas. We need a new design. There you go. I like that. I like that, Cheese Man. Talk that shit, my brother. One content creator was talking smack on everybody else who said he was wrong. I don't really care, to be honest. One thing about me is, man, look, as long as it's the right decision for the Raiders, I don't really give a shit what anybody else is talking about. And what's funny is, JT, I already know who it is. I already know who it is. Who cares? Who cares? Salute to my dog, John, in the building. Bo H is our OC. Yes, Ray Dizzy. Yep, we on our way to 22,000, man. Yes, Germ, I am from South Sacramento, brother, born and raised. Let me see. Super hyped today, Ty. John Beck says, Jim Harbaugh and Rex Ryan is DC, a dream tandem. Do you think in today's era that Rex Ryan can come back and call a defense like he used to? Do you think so? Do you think so? I'd rather have like a Jim Harbaugh and not Tomlin, but somebody else, like a younger mind. Tomlin is a head coach. He'll be a head coach forever, and a great one at that. But there's other options out there. My friend said, nah, nope. I'd be more happy, even if we brought Harbaugh in, I'd be more happy if somehow, some way Quinn left Dallas and still was cool with being a defensive coordinator. Dan Quinn is a great defensive mind. He's just not a good head coach. Graham stays. Okay. Salute the Rube. Antonio Pierce coached the Poly team. Yep. With Ahmad, Marshall, Jack Jones, and his son, DeAndre Pierce. How long before he signs his son? Oh, you know it's on the way. You know it's on the way, Rube. Salute to my guy, Rube. He definitely did coach out there in Long Beach. Salute to Low Man. Graphk, if you could choose or pick a GM from either of these franchises. Oh, it's Eagles. It's Eagles. Howie is the best GM in the NFL. Clear cut. There's no debate needed at all. Howie Roseman is number 1A, 1B, 1C. He is the greatest GM in football over any of those teams, over the Chiefs, the Ravens, the Bills, the Seahawks. Howie Roseman is the guy, and he'll stay in Philly forever. But he is the guy. That's facts, Jim Schwartz. He has that Cleveland Browns defense looking phenomenal right now. But I don't know if somebody's going to give him a starting job at this point. Maybe Jim Schwartz gets another opportunity to be a head coach. I don't know. He belongs on the defensive side of the ball calling the plays, but we shall see. I don't know. I think he needs to stay defensive coordinator, and I don't know if he leaves Cleveland because he already has, a ton of weapons over there. It'd be smart for him to stick around over there in Cleveland. And then, maybe he even takes the head coaching position at some point, if they can't get it done. Let me see. Salute to everybody. Harbaugh and Quinn would be fired. That would be the one way I'd be cool with having Jim Harbaugh be the guy to come in if he brought in Dan Quinn as the defensive coordinator. Ben Carr, there's no way in hell that guy can be shocked. There's just no way. There's no way. Like, how can you be shocked? You see the product on the field. One of the worst offenses ever. I never want to see that shit again. Ever. It's disgusting. If you were shocked, then you were more in denial and much in more of an idiot than I even thought initially. Shit, I think, to be honest with you, those guys were already packed up. I think they knew what time it was. They probably were already like, look, we know what it is. Boxes already filled up to the brim, all of it. Per Albert Breer, we can get out of Jimmy G's contract next year. His money would be only guaranteed if he is hurt. So like what we did with Carr last year. Well, there you have it. And I know it's a post-June 1st type of deal where you could save a shit ton of money getting rid of him, but you still have to owe him. I don't know how it is kind of put together. Zieg, it was very interesting the way he would put his deals together, but we can definitely get out of that deal post-June. It will save us some money, but I still believe we'll still be on the hook for a few dollars. Let me see. Salute. It's taking forever, man, for this presser. I might just do another live later on tonight. Maybe me and Hammer could do the call-in show tonight. I'd be all for that. Let me see. Okay. Yeah, we still got 20 minutes. I'll pull back up later on tonight, you guys. I don't want to leave, 1,300 people in the building. We'll come back later. We'll do a call-in show. I got this mechanic actually texting me. I got to get back outside to make sure my car is good and ready to go so I can pick up my damn kids. Tonight, we'll do our call-in show, me and Hammer, and you guys can call in, let your voices be heard. We'll definitely be back tonight. Make sure you guys call in. We want to hear your voices about everything, and we will cover this presser also. Maybe I'll do a show right after the presser also. Maybe we can talk about it. You know what I mean? But we will be active all day long, you guys. You already know what it is. Let me get this last super in, man, so I don't feel – I know last night I missed a lot of supers because the show was all over the place. Raider Prophet, never knew how that pirate ship got in that bottle, but we out of that bottle now. We about to sail this 7 seas. Salute to my dog. Yes, I will see if I can get Stu on tonight. And y'all didn't know, I was actually working on the Halloween sniffles for real. I was actually working on getting Kyle Orton on the show. Me and Stu were working behind the scenes to get Kyle Orton, a former Josh McDaniels guy. I mean, now we don't even need to do it. but we were working on getting him on the show to talk about his time in Denver playing under Josh McDaniels. So that was something that we were working on. You know what I mean? But now there's no reason for it. Emmanuel, Wasted works a full-time job, brother, like a full-time career. Like YouTube is just something that he loves to do. He's passionate about. He's always at work, though. He'll be live tonight. So stay tuned, you guys. We will be back here shortly. Once again, man, I love you guys. I appreciate you guys. Thank you guys for being here to celebrate these moments with me as a family. I love y'all so much, man. I appreciate y'all. On the way out, make sure you hit them thumbs up, meaning wipe them feet. Also, hit that subscribe button. We out. One.
That's what I'm talking about.